Hi all, welcome back to our channel. My name is Deepanshu Porwal and today I'll be continue discussion about Microsoft AutoGen framework. So before going deep into hands-on, I would like to describe some important core building concept related to AutoGen that makes easier any implementation of agent. So before discussing, I would like to say, like, if you really like my video and want me to continue like this, please like, share and subscribe. So coming back to our topics, first is models. So as you understand, the models, or we can say the large language models, are the brain of the agent. So this is what give power to the agent. So using that, or we can say this provide capability to any LLM, or we can do to any agent to generate a response. So here AutoGen provides different type of LLMs by OpenAI like GPT models, Azure OpenAI models, Anthropic models, Hugging Face models. So these are few models supported by AutoGen. Coming to our next topic is messages. So messages is like how agents communicate. Generally, agents don't work in isolation. They need some interacting messages. So here AutoGen provides generally two kind of messages. One is agent to agent messages. These are like the conversation between agents, like using base the agents conversate. You can see in the diagram the same. Next is like internal events or messages. These are like state info and other info, those are required to process the events or the general thought process of the agents. So this was about the messages, and next come our agents. So agent is anonymous entity that whose task is to performing a specific kind of job. So here agents provide few built-in agent that makes our life easier. So first is like assistant agent. This is the most basic LLM powered agent, and it uses a LLM model generate a response. Then comes the user proxy agent. So this is simply taking the user input. So suppose when you need some final supervision, suppose in case of some report generation, business report generation, some business report is being generated and you need a final approval. So in that case, user proxy agent gives us the upper hand. We can use this to take the user input. And if you want to understand generally how this works, then I have implemented a cool project called business report generator, where I have done the hands-on for this. I have attached the link for the same in the comment. You can refer to the same. Okay, coming back to this, next comes the code executor agent. This is agent specific for executing our code. We can provide the Python scripts and it can evaluate the logic and give us the suggestion. Next comes the OpenAI assistant agent. So it is like OpenAI based or OpenAI based agent whose ability is to using custom tools. So this makes us like more flexible and give a extendable thing for different kind of workflows. Then comes the multimodal web surfer. This is the agent when we want to implement some custom web search or want to visit some web pages, then this agent comes into picture. So then next comes the file surfer. So FileSurfer is basically when your use case required to go through some internal documents or dig through your machine. So we can use this FileSurfer agent. Then comes the VideoSurfer. So VideoSurfer is like we want to uh, extract some information or want to process some video content. Then it gives us the like that. It gives us that functionality to implement the video surfing. So this was about the type of agents. Those are provided by AutoGen framework, and you can see this is how the agent work. It gives the input and on the behind it has a model and it generates the answer. Okay, coming to the teams, I think team is a very beautiful concept that is very I can say most useful concept for a multi agent system. So suppose you got a task or you have a use case that is too complex or not so simple that can be handled by a single agent. So here AutoGen introduces teams that is like group of agents working together with specific coordination strategies. So on the teams, it provides different type of teams. Let's see what are the teams. First is round robin group chat. This is basically where all the agents communicate in the circular manner or round robin fashion. So output of a one agent is the input of the another agent. So every agent takes a turn. So you must be wondering if they are working like in a circular manner when they will be stopping. Definitely, it will come later in this video. There also we have a concept for that. Let's discuss till then other kind of teams. Next is selector group chat. So this is basically where we have a chat completion model in the center and decides which agent to select. So if you see, this is the selector group chat. There is a model and it decides based on the question which agent to pass that query. Next come the magnetic one group chat. It is also a like a generalist multi-agent system and basically dedicated to the open-ended web or file-based search. So if you have like or want to do some custom web search or file-based search, then you can use these teams. Next come the swarm. I think that is what I understood is the powerful team. It is like uses head message to signal transfer between agents. So you can see here in this it can connect to any agent. It is not like it needs to go through a particular agent. It can directly connect to the, suppose for example, this agent C can communicate to agent A also and agent D also, and or maybe it can uh, send to the signal some other agent, so it can connect with that. So agent is like cool to like any agent can communicate with any other agent. So yeah, so that is what AutoGen provides the flexibility to like solve our complex task. So this was about the teams, and if you really want to do some hands on this, I've like created a video on a project that is like resume scorer or ATS resume scorer, that basically takes a resume or a JD, or maybe from real time search board also we can get resume. It process that resume, score that resume, and at the same time compare with other resumes also. It gives you suggestion also what you can improve, and it you can visualize also. So I put the link for the same video in the comment. You can check it out after this video. Okay, coming back to our teams, I think this was it for the teams. And next come the human in the loop. So sometime like fully autonomous systems needs human intervention. So as I stated earlier, in case of business generating case, we need some supervisor to approve the report. So there the human in the loop comes in the in the picture. They can guide, approve, or even intervene in between the flow. So basically just a user input in between the flow. So you can see that. Coming next is termination. Okay, so you might be remembering I discussed in the round robin chat like if they are going into circular manner when they will be stopping. This is where termination come into picture. So let's see what it says. So termination is like whenever the any agents decide they have reached a conclusion or they have made some condition, then they can stop. So this is where we define to when the agent should stop. So suppose agent A some needs some report and it has accessing that data, and agent B found that info and the draft is completed. So that means task is completing. That means we need to define in the agent description, okay, you need to say complete or respond, approve, complete, finalize, whatever as per condition to complete that task. So this is how we can stop our agent going into infinite loop. Okay, so that was it about the termination. Coming to the managing state. So managing state is like very beautiful concept that makes our agent more intelligent and more context aware. So basically, when we need to keep the track or want to maintain the context of the conversation, then the managing state comes into picture. So suppose you want to make a trip to Dubai and you ask like book me a flight to Dubai, or what are the top places to go in Dubai. Then after few questions you again ask what is the currency of that country, and suppose you are not having state maintaining, LLM will not know which or our bot will not know which country you are referring for and will ask for that. But suppose you have implemented the state, then definitely it has that country value is Dubai in their state, and definitely it will provide you the answer. So it will give, okay, this is the currency of Dubai. So this makes a life easier to maintain the conversation. So I think these are the uh, very core building concept of AutoGen that makes our implementation of our use case easier. So that was about the topics, and as I stated earlier, for hands-on, I'll be putting down the comments or putting down the links in the comments of our video. You can watch out that. And if you really like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye bye.